Hey, what's up everybody? We are back today with the next episode in our Dragon Age Origins walkthrough series. I think this might be the last one. We are just about to head up to the rooftop inside Fort Draken, and I'm assuming the Archdemon is up there awaiting our arrival. So let's head through this door. If we can get up these steps, you must be joking me with this pathfinding collision detection fail. Oh god, the steps. I hate the steps. Let's head out to the rooftop and see what we've got. That's an Archdemon. Oh god. Squish. Purple fire. Purple rain. Purple rain. So the Archdemon is not happy with us at the moment. Let us... Oh, Alistair, you just need to get up on that thing. There are a number of phases to this fight, if I remember correctly. It's not a straight up, you can just go kill the Archdemon. I don't believe that that's how that works out.
As you say.
Curse of Mortality, this thing. And we will weakness it.
Shall be done. Very well.
Prison.
No! This is annoying.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna heal myself. Let's go ahead and drop the elves. I don't know where the hell the elves are.
All right.
They're down on the platform. That's any good. Win? Is it possible that... No, you're not. Alright.
My blade.
Perhaps you could stand here. Let us see here. Alistair, let's put Heroic Offense on
Have at it!
Oghren. Where's everybody going? Where's the Archdemon going? I just heard him land somewhere. Where the fuck did he land? Down there. Alright. Let's go ahead and put... Alright, we are blocked, which means that's not happening. Let's back up. And go ahead and get a group heal off. Kill off the shrieks.
Very well.
Someone just dropped a goddamn... What the hell is this? We got an emissary over here.
I shall do it.
Fucking emissaries. Yeah, you're gonna die. Die, emissaries, come die. Damn, he is not happy with us. Let's go ahead and heal ourselves again. Of course, there's no Let's see if a fireball won't help these guys out. This is the reason that holding these guys to the last one is very helpful. has a Herlock Alpha.
It is begun.
Oh, hey, look, it's a emissary. Let's paralyze his ass.
Quickly, we must fight.
Win, are you healing me? Yes, you are. I love you. Thank you. All right, on. No, we're not blocked. Okay. Well, can we curse him?
Come, let us end this.
No, we cannot.
Don't give them the advantage. I must maintain.
Why is it that the Archdemon is not coming off the platform?
No quarter shall be given. There is no glory in bloodshed.
Can we fireball the Archdemon? No. Well, this is unfortunate.
Fight if I must.
Okay, let's
Off I go.
all go somewhere else and see what happens if we just run away from the Archdemon. Oh, that's why, because there are a shit ton of Darkspawn up here.
It is begun.
Well, I didn't know that. They weren't coming to us. How the hell did I expect that was supposed to go to them? That's going to be bad anyway. You cut it. So let's do a quick revival. Not a revival. A quick group heal. Please get off your feet. And can you stun? And let's throw a revival up on me. Alistair, you really need to taunt these guys right now. And you really need to knock them the fuck back. And I've got to be honest,
Very well.
Holy Smite would not be outside the realm of necessary. Alright, let's go into our inventory and quaff a Greater Lyrium Potion. This may not be a bad time for Wynn to do that as well. And Ogren might also want to do the same thing, but actually he cannot do that for some reason. He must have done it recently. Okay.
And stay down.
We must have victory.
And stay down.
Okay. So where... Oh, there it is, there it is. Now it's coming back. Let's go ahead and do another group heal. And then let's get back on the Archdemon. As a matter of fact, Alistair, why don't you go ahead and... God, you can't quaff one either. I thought they were able to use lyrium. I guess I have to craft stamina potions. Did I totally miss that the entire game? Alright, whatever. Minor oversight. Minor oversight. Leave it alone. Let me be. How about a lyrium potion? Win. Why don't you lyrium potion as well?
I am ready.
And then I think I need to go into my inventory again and use a injury kit. Cure up to 3 injuries. That's what we want. And the dragon is going to come to us, isn't he? Yes. Good. Everyone go kill the dragon. Kill the dragon. Curse of Mortality, the dragon. Where the hell did it go? Here we go. That's fine.
It is begun.
Death Hex.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
Alright, where's Alistair? Everyone stop and talk. All come here. Except for Alistair. You're already on top, look at you. Ride it in.
Enough.
Yeah, now that's the way.
Take that, Archdemon. You cannot stand against us. Although I'm confused as to why I picked up the sword and killed it. I thought Alistair was doing that. It's alright, I'll give myself for the cause. Flee, Darkspawn, flee. Flee before us. So in the end, it looks like I took one for the team after all.
And then it was over. With the Archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the Blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its queen. The Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
My friends, we are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory. Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the charge against the Archdemon and killed it remains with us still, an inspiration to all she saved that day. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the hero of Ferelden, the first Grey Warden to defeat the Blight since Garahel 4 centuries ago.
Bow before me,
Grey
minions.
Warden, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. Is there any boon you might request of Ferelden's queen?
I only wish to continue to serve the crown, a title, and the riches to go with it. I ask the Circle of Magi be given its independence. That's a bad idea. The sacrifices of the Warden should not be forgotten again. No need of any... how about number 2?
My father's Tairnir in Gwarren stands empty, as does his estate, and I gladly pass both on to you. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arlhow, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. What are your plans? Will you remain with the Grey Wardens? You are no doubt correct. Having you near at hand would be a great relief. There is a group of eager Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you are ready.
Alright, so let's go ahead and head out and meet our adoring fans. If you so desire, at this point you can speak to all of your companions again and about what has transpired, what their plans are. But we're going to go out the door.
I shall do it.
Are you ready, my lady? The crowds outside are getting restless. Right. I'll take you there now.
Those are pretty
Follow me.
badass helmets. In the months that followed her coronation, Nora proved herself an adept ruler. Trade agreements with other lands quickly brought new funds into the royal coffers, and with them the queen saw the capital rebuilt. The army was restored, laws were passed to encourage freeholders to produce sufficient harvests, and plans were conceived for a new university. Despite Loghain being executed in disgrace, Queen Anora insisted on building a monument to her father overlooking the Orlesian embassy. The statue was largely ignored, save by Anora herself, who voyaged out to the statue once a year to place flowers at its feet. As the years passed, Anora continued to rebuff the advice of Ferelden's nobility, requesting that she remarry. Though prospective suitors from other nations visit Denerim from time to time, the Queen's only comment is that all of them fall short of the bar she measures them against, that of her father. Rumors that the Urn of Sacred Ashes had been found, and that it was used to heal Arl Aemon of his poisoning, circulated in Ferelden in the months following the Darkspawn defeat, slowly at first and then with growing frequency, as the Grand Cleric failed to deny them. Once the Chantry made several attempts to verify the rumors, however, there came an official decree that no resting place for the ashes had been found. If the Urn of Sacred Ashes was in those ruins once, it was no longer. Following the months of effort, the Tower of the Circle of Magi was finally cleansed of the last spirits to slip through the veil. No further abominations were created. First Enchanter Irving was pleased to declare the circle safe. All that could be saved had been. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, the lot of the city-born elves improved for a time. A food shortage years later forced Queen Anora to come down hard on elven rioters and act not quickly forgiven, and a sign that tensions between the elves and the humans were far from resolved. Shiani continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and the time became the new elder. The outspokenness earned her a frequent trouble, but served her people well. Arl Aemon returned to Redcliffe, beginning the long task of rebuilding. He found the village already bustling and eager to leave behind the memories of those terrible nights facing the undead. While Aemon planned to send Connor to the Circle of Magi for training, the boy grew strangely ill, and the trip was delayed. Then one day, Connor simply disappeared entirely. After a frantic search, he was eventually given up for lost. His disappearance remains a mystery to this day. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege at Denerim, having earned much respect for their part in the battle, for once human lands welcomed the wandering folk. The new keeper, Lanaya, was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as in the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her for help to resolve disputes with the human folk. In time, many of the Dalish clans moved to the new land provided to them in the south near Ostagar. Wary of their human neighbors, however, tensions soon rose again, and only Keeper Lanaya's leadership kept peace alive. In Orzammar, King Harrowmont found himself in a protracted battle against Balin's rebellion that left him unable to gain the stability he needed. The clan lords objected to many of his measures in the assembly, and only his efforts to increase the dwarves' isolation from the surface met with any success. In time, Harrowmont's health began to fail. Some claimed it was poison, while others said it was a flagging spirit. Either way, after a protracted illness, the king finally passed away. The wrangling in the assembly for a successor began almost immediately. Brother Burkel's new chantry in the Orzammar drew a surprising number of converts among the dwarves. They quickly attracted a great deal of anger from far more conservative quarters, and before long the assembly severely restricted the Andrastians' rights. Brother Burkle resisted and was slain while being arrested during a peaceful demonstration in the Commons. The assembly claimed this was an accident, but news of the resulting riots reached the chantry on the surface, where the divine even contemplated a new exalted march. The dwarven mage Dagna ultimately completed her studies at the rebuilt Circle Tower. Eventually, she published a comprehensive theory of how lyrium vapors relate to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. Although the Anvil of the Void was destroyed, rumors about its location crept into Orzammar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. They examined the ruins of the Anvil, and upon returning to Orzammar with their findings, convinced the Shaperate to attempt to recreate Caridin's research. A new golem was created, bound with a spirit taken from the Fade. The golem immediately went insane, killing several Shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Orzammar, however, and demand among the Smith caste to reopen Caridin's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morrigan disappeared once the archdemon was slain. Someone of Morrigan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may even have been with child. As for Samantha's companions, they went their separate ways. Alistair remained in Denerim with his love for a time. Much to the Queen Honora's discomfort, he was eventually called to the far-off fortress at Weishaupt, the home of the Grey Wardens, and swore he would return to his love's side soon. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt the order in Aramanthine, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving warbands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These warbands spread havoc and some even journeyed west into Orlais or crossed the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Samantha sank her blade into the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of her, however. And on to the necessary credits. So that is it. We have finished Dragon Age Origins, our complete walkthrough. I really hope everyone enjoyed it. It was really fun to go back and do. I'm glad for all of these suggestions that came from it, kind of prodding me along to get back into the game and do it. I apologize for the delay in some of these getting posted. Long work hours and time that I just didn't have to process some of this stuff kind of got in the way. But I appreciate you sticking with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. If there's other games out there that you'd like to see us go back and replay, please let me know. I'm definitely thinking about doing Dragon Age 2, some of the Mass Effect games. There's definitely some other stuff on my radar. But for right now, since Fallout 4 has just come out, and I still have not had time to even boot up the game and try it out, I'm probably going to sink my teeth into that. And hopefully once I get through it, I can get some videos up for that as well. But for now, that is it. Thanks for watching, guys and gals. I really appreciate it. We're coming up on Thanksgiving right now, so I hope everyone in the States who is celebrating Thanksgiving has a wonderful and safe holiday. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.